A suspect armed with a handgun is seen bursting into a credit union in rural Ontario, followed by an accomplice in a Halloween mask looking over his shoulder for trouble. 32 minutes later, both men take off, carrying a duffel bag full of cash. That's just one in a series of brazen robberies over a 16-month span carried out while the banks were still open. Police say they linked each incident to the same group, now dismantled.
8 banks were robbed, and the occupants were left terrified.
In robberies across Ontario, investigators say the suspects often tied up people inside, making off with a total of more than $2 million that hasn't been recovered. In Niagara Falls, suspects in ski masks wore gloves to avoid leaving prints, while a getaway driver in a minivan waited outside. And watch as this man calmly leaves his handgun on the counter, clearing out the register, then going on to look for more cash. On their way out, both robbers take the time to stand in the doorway and fiddle with their disguise.
5 suspects have been charged with 53 offenses under the criminal code, including robbery with violence, forcible confinement, and various firearms charges.
Investigators say one of those suspects, 32-year-old Akeem Williams, is still on the run, likely outside the province. And Ontario police warn this rash of robberies highlights a worrying trend.
Violent crime is on the rise across the province. We're finding guns are involved in more and more crimes.
In June, heavily armed officers swooped in on what they describe as a robbery in progress, putting a dramatic end to a violent crime spree. Thomas Dagle, CBC News, Toronto.